Hey everybody, this is Not a Spring Chicken. The big news today is, wait a minute, LA gets a new mayor, which pisses off the unions, Mr. Eric Garcetti. And also, well, wait a minute, home sales, what were those numbers? Home sales are the highest they've been since 2009? And, wait, loan applications are the lowest since 2009? Something doesn't make sense. Well, for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. And it's all over for the Republicans.
Well, that's what they said. The Republicans have overreached on all these things because the people don't care about all the things that Obama has done. Well, the problem is the people are paying attention because they hate the Internal Revenue Service, and they also, the businessmen know, if the IRS can do this to the bigger, the Tea Party and anybody, if you happen to, it was Democrats, folks, that had the word patriot or liberty in their system, and it had nothing to do with filing their whatever 500 something forms. It was anybody, totally anyone got hit. If you were, if you knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody, they audited you. So it's dangerous, folks.
And White House tells a different story every day.
Oh yeah, I mean they said the one thing that everyone has totally agreed on, even the people that support the president, is the White House no longer has any credibility. And when the White House has no credibility, the two members of the United States Senate decided to side with the Democrats to hand the Democrats a great victory over immigration, because the Democrats decided, well, we're not going to do the health care bit right now. We're not going to do the gay rights thing right now. It's in our back pocket, so as soon as we get it done, we'll just do it. The president will do it by executive order. Well, the problem comes is that any one senator in the United States Senate can stop the immigration thing, and the House, it's never going to fly by the House of Representatives because there is no border protection. And here's the penalties, folks. If you were a naughty person, your penalty is none. If you came here illegally, to file the papers that you need to be here legally, you can put on a time payment plan where the guy that's coming into the country legally has to pay it up front. They said they're doing nothing but rewarding the people. They said Sessions says simply, I'm going to hold it all up until somebody shows to me how each one of these people is going to contribute $100,000 a year. When we already have the Pew study, which is not right-wing, that says it's going to cost $7 to $10 trillion to integrate them into the country over the next generation. That's not adding, that's subtracting. And he said the difference between him and most of the people in government today was, he said, I didn't go to school under Democrats. I went to a Catholic school, and they make you learn to actually count.
And UN condemns Assad forces, but unease grows about rebels. Well,
yeah, because you're going to arm Hezbollah and these people to take over another. The Al Qaeda. They want to take over Syria. When they take over Syria, they take over Damascus. Damascus means that there is no control over all the stuff they're going to ship to all the terrorists in the world. Then.
And bombs kill more than 35 people across Iraq.
And it's getting worse. All of this is as we getting ready to have no troops left there except in the green zone where the embassies and stuff are, which basically we know we won't defend anyway. But they're killing more and more people. There's going to be a god-awful massive civil war, and when the civil war hits, Obama is going to be blamed for it. Not George Bush, but Barack Obama, because he, against the wishes of the military, he's pulling troops out everywhere.
And 3 kidnapped Red Cross workers freed in Yemen.
Yeah, well, but first of all, you don't want to be a Christian and go to those countries. You stay out of them because they do not like Christians in Muslim countries. They don't like you in communist countries. The best way to get into trouble is to be a member of an organized religion over there trying to preach to these people.
In the cost of no sweatshops, South Africa struggles not to be Bangladesh.
Well, yeah, but the problem is it's okay. Here, they pay you more money there than they do in Bangladesh, but they're still. It's like like we get an hour, they get a day. They get a day over there, so it's the same situation. The only difference is that Bangladesh was built on a floodplain. It's an agricultural area. It is not designed to put heavy equipment on ground that is not stable. Where South Africa has been an industrial area for, I guess, 200 years.
Mm. And top White House aides informed of IRS troubles, but didn't tell Obama.
Anybody believe that nobody told Obama for weeks that this was going on? The people right underneath him in his own office didn't tell him that there was trouble. Well, and then, of course, that was countermanded right afterwards. They come out, well, yes, there was talking points created so that we could try to get this out so it wouldn't, the Republicans wouldn't have this as a use against the president. Well, no, the talking points that they set out are being used against the president yet again.
And White House's counsel told April 24 of preliminary IRS findings.
Yeah, they knew, weren't only told about the preliminary. The person that was in charge of the IRS was promoted to be the head, the same person today that says, I plead the Fifth Amendment, which she can't do because she's a government employee and give up that right in front of Congress. You can plead it in front of a grand jury, you can plead it this, but you can't do it in front of Congress because, as they did say, that is the same as pleading guilty in front of the Congress. So. And
U.S. urges Egypt government to defend political speech.
Yeah, like we're defending it here. That they're laughing at Obama about that when he's after, like they said, did they overreach in the Rosen thing? Well, they got executives of Fox in the United States and around the world. They basically they tapped the White House line for Fox, which has nothing to do with Rosen. They tapped business. They went after the stuff over at Fox Business, which has nothing to do with Rosen. They went after his parents, his family members, his friends. So basically, Obama is going to crush any opposition to him in this nation. Except now the press is all pissed at him, and he lies to them. Like this morning, the first question, the press conference was, what lies are you going to tell us today and correct tomorrow?
What?
Yeah.
They actually did that?
Yeah, because he's lying. They're getting tired of Carney. Carney is doing the job. He said, I'm just doing my job. And yeah, they said the job is not to tell lies to the American people. That's it.
Oh, gosh.
So,
and questions linger in shooting of New York college student.
Well, which basically, so what's the big deal? So, well, we were trying to save that student, so we killed the student. Okay, here's the trick is, if they hadn't have shot, the guy may or may not have killed the student. But when they open up and fire bullets indiscriminately into a room, the odds are you're going to get the student killed, which is why you don't open up, well, the officer thought he was in danger for his life. Well, that doesn't work when you kill the hostage, folks.
And the IRS conspiracy theories don't hold up to math.
Yeah, because the only people that were hit were the people that were the Tea Party types. So that's the mathematics is, okay, oh, here's how Obama gets to 100. 100. 100, there's no math that shows that the Tea Party was the only one, other than the fact that every single person was involved with the right. But that doesn't matter in Obama's life. In Obama, well, here's Obama and here's the person over at the Treasury Department. 2. Yeah.
And Senate panel passes U.S. immigration bill, and Obama praises move.
Well, yeah, because basically they're handing. Okay, when a boxer has a person on the rope, you don't walk over to the guy and say, "Hey, I'm going to give you the next 7 rounds, and then in the 15th round, I'm going to come back again." Well, you've already lost the fight, folks.
And Turkey arrests 4 over bombings near Syrian border.
Yeah, and they're basically the opposition to Assad, they arrested. So.
And what's in a name? Obama to welcome leader of Myanmar, not Burma.
It's Burma, folks. The whole world refers to it as Burma. So what's Obama going to do? He's calling it Myanmar, basically kissing the rear end of another Muslim dictator.
And Obama, U.S. preserves diplomatic and military options on Syria.
We have no diplomatic and we have no military because Obama screwed around too long.
Did we have an emergency screening on Syria?
Yeah.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Okay, contrary to what people like Bill O'Reilly think, when you trample on the rights of one journalist, you trample on the rights of all journalists.